Hello again, it's me. And so, I've been doing well with some melatonin and I feel very rejuvenated. So, a while ago, I began Skibidi Cataclysm. Now, started off as a joke, more or less, where I'd take characters from the different fan series and give them my own take. Again, using that design nerd brain. And I began taking it more seriously around the third installment for locking on the final free. And why I say final? Well, I decided to put the entire thing on a permanent hiatus, and so the seventh one will never release, and that's just the end of it. The end. But why is there so much runtime of the video then? And why am I making this video in the first place? Well, here's the thing. We're back in business, baby. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Projector Titan is still under the toilet's grasp, and still in captivity. Within a bunker. Or at least that's what this drone saw before getting completely eviscerated by a missile. And so, they began forming teams. Go ahead with a retrieval mission. Along with that, some other things alongside that, considering that bunker is still an important point to them, not just the Titan itself. And bearing in mind, the whole thing with projectors is they can produce illusions, at least in this universe, and that could lead to some very bad situations. So, a deployment was sent out, going right for the bunker. But a certain two fellows were tagging along behind, with the brown cameraman dashing off, while the Titan held back. Meanwhile, the bunker, for the first part of the deployment, got dropped off. The camera dropship flying off as they got ready to enter. Meanwhile, the other part of the deployment was positioned further away, as while the dropship could just plop them in and then immediately fly away to be safe, these ones don't quite have that same luxury. So the initial squad split up into two pieces. There's the Beret and Mix squad, which just was made up of these two. And then the large and TVwoman squad, which again pretty much just them. Before, certain sound was heard behind them, and before they realized, well, she realized, he didn't yet. Big dummy. A mutant came flying past, nearly bashing into them. And large, being the ever so heroic camera that he is, ends up trying to go for the distraction as TVwoman goes for the objective, ending up with a blast that unluckily gets blocked by a shield before cutting away. TVwoman walking across the hall gets somewhere else, entering into a room with a buzzsaw mutant and a few other mutants just kind of are hanging out. They begin to approach, or suddenly, through one of the vents, and then again and again, and the Buzzsaw tries to fling him off, or just crashing him into the floor, turning around, and he begins to convulse. Lens glowing, and just getting absolutely mauled by dashes until getting completely eviscerated. Or he turns, slowly approaching, saying, "You! You!" And it turned out he dashed away. Not sure what he meant by you, though. So, concluding off that, he just walked over the corpse, turning off the shadow beacon. Or smoke beacon, I don't know. Shadow smoke beacon, I don't know. Alarms began to blare. The guards rolling off to go try dealing with the issue, as the ambush toilet tried smoking them away. Before smoke began to pool, going away from them into another cloud. It's over. And at the moment when Titan Cameraman said that, boop, white smoke began to fill the room, immediately killing off the ambush toilet, as the energy is pretty much just a mini Chernobyl. Projectorman unfortunately dying and being caught, leaving them now with a dead Titan.